Welcome to ERICSBBQ and more. Today we're going to talk turkey. That's right, it's October 11th and we are almost a month and a half away from Thanksgiving, and I figured we could do a turkey to practice for the big turkey day, and following along with some of the guidance of Sam, the guy that cooks. I've done another video on this on my charbroil. And the dry brine step is very simple. You're going to go for every 4 pounds of turkey, you want to do 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. So this is a 12-pound bird. I'm going to do 3 tablespoons roughly, which it looks about like that. And measured it out. I had a seesaw grinder, grinded it. Not the best. We'll see how this works out compared to the kosher salt that I left at home. But we just want to coat this really good, as much as possible. And then we'll put this in the refrigerator, open, just like this. Don't cover it. You want to leave it open so the air can move around it. And what that does is that it'll draw that salt into the meat and mostly the skin. You want to liberally coat the breast, and it'll make your skin real crispy. I've had good luck with this on the last bird I did, so this one I'm going to do it the same way. And credit goes to Sam, the guy that cooks, on this. I'll link his video on how he did his process. He does a much better job of explaining it than I do, and we'll follow along. So I'll probably do a time lapse here and see how this goes. Alright, now I know that looks like a lot of salt, but this is going to make the skin just as crispy as can be. I've not tried this on chicken, but I imagine it would work the same way as it does on turkey. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to put this in the refrigerator, uncovered, just like you see it here, and wait 24 hours, and it'll do its magic. The skin will tighten up. It'll get little brown edges to it. Kind of look weird, but perfectly safe. Keep it in the refrigerator, keep it uncovered, and chillax. Now it's time to clean up. Alright guys, it's the next day. We just did the dry brining process on the turkey, and I have to give credit to this guy. This is Sam, the cooking guy, YouTuber. Has really great content. I highly recommend him. If you're not a subscriber of his, you really got to. He's got very simple recipes. I'm actually thinking about doing some of his recipes on my channel, just to get some different content. But not a smoker guy, but he has an outdoor kitchen that's amazing, and he does really easy to follow instructions. He's very funny, and someone I look up to. So this whole dry brining process that I'm going through and about to show you what the turkey looks like, credit to this guy. Alright, so we have dry brine for 24 hours. It's the next day, and give you a peek at the bird. So there it is. Of course, we did not have kosher salt, so it's the only difference in what we did versus what Sam, the cooking guy, did. Alright, so as you can see, the dry brining process has basically dried our bird out. You can see browning, the skin tightened up, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. That's why we wanted it uncovered in the refrigerator. So it takes the turkey skin, kind of dries it out and gets it good, and we want a nice dry bird for the next step. Alright, so what we're going to do on this next step is we are going to create a aluminum foil cover for the breast. Last time I did this, the breast meat kind of dried out a little bit, so we're going to remedy that and cut a little foil Peace. All right, so we've got that nice and cut just right to size. Again, this is another tip from Sam the cooking guy. And once we get that, obviously this would be a lot harder to do when this bird is hot. So it's easy to do right now. And we're just gonna take this and perfect little cap for the breast meat and set that to the side to be used later. All right, next we are going to coat the bird in butter. I'm just going to take a little bit of butter and put it in your hand. And just coat that skin. A little butter bath. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is coat it with this stuff. I've never tried using this, and just going to try it out. It says it's good for poultry, and it smells really good. I like it on my butt rubs, so I'm just going to put a little bit on top of this. Crevices, and I think that'll be a nice base for this bird. I'm not going to stuff anything in the cavity. I don't really have anything good for that. I am going to tie these legs up and with some butcher string, and I'm going to tuck the wings behind here. So let me do the tuck first. So, and alright, so let's go. Tap on the side here. This is only my second turkey also. Bear with me. All right, we got the smoker fired up. Gonna try to do like around 300 to 350 in the smoker. I got it fired up right now. I've got a new location that we're shooting on that we haven't shot before, so I'm excited to show you guys that next. Alright guys, so here we are. This is the new location where I will be smoking. I used to smoke on the front driveway, and we've got this lower porch that we really don't use that much, and it's where I keep my good smoking wood nice and dry, and decided why not cook out here. Got the view of the lake, and it's just a lovely crisp October day. It's October 12th today. So here's our smoker. We got the Old Country Pecos, and right now we're sitting around 230. I want to try to get that up to the 300 range. I'll clean the grates off. I've packed the smoker full of logs, and I'm just gonna keep feeding and feeding and feeding. I did not fill up the water box. I don't think it's going to be necessary on this cook. I want to, like I say, try to get it as hot as possible. I don't know, I might put a little bit of water in there to get some moisture in that cook chamber. Yeah, I probably should, but anyway. This should be heating up pretty good here. I've got my temperature probe set up. Right there, I'm going to put the bird right in there, and yeah, I think I will throw some water in there. Why not? Be right back. Alright, so we just filled her up, and that of course dropped our temp down quite a bit, but like I said, we've got a nice hot firebox here, and well, it's not flaming like I'd like it to. Open her up, get her going. You can see the water right there, sizzling away. So look at this good hot fire going. Get this thing around 300 and let her run between 300 and 350. Alright, we've hit 300 on our temperature probe. The pit probe is our pit temp thermometer. Is still showing less than 300, but I usually go by the ready check. So we are ready to throw this turkey on the smoker. Figure that we're over 360. Alright, it is 11:50 and we just put the bird on. So one thing about the smoke, make sure you have a good clean burning smoke. That way your turkey won't get a bitter bark put on it. So I'm going to be monitoring this for temp, keeping it between 300 and 350, and going from there. We'll see how she goes and check back here in a little bit. She is a-blazing. So I got the smoker going really good. We got a nice breezy day. The prevailing wind's coming this way. So the firebox is getting nice and a lot of oxygen. So the smoker is cooking pretty good, which is good. I mean, we're over 350 on our pit temp. The probe temp says 370. I'm gonna let it go hot. I want to get this first half an hour. I mean, I think if you were to put this in the oven, the first half hour, it would probably be around 450 for the first half hour. Then you would check it and then start dropping your temp down to 350. So I'm gonna let this first half an hour go as hot as I can get this thing. Those of you with Old Country Pecos Smokers that can't get your pit temps up, you just need to load that firebox up. As you saw, I had probably 4 logs in there and a thing of charcoal, just a starter amount of charcoal in the bottom just to get it going. And this thing is raging. I've never had it this hot. So, well, I guess I had it this hot when I initially, hey, bird. Anyway, how about this view, y'all? What do you guys think of my my new filming spot? I think this is like what the heck was I thinking filming in the driveway in the sun and the heat? But this is where I need to be. This is spectacular. I've also got speakers out here so I can play music, not YouTube music, but you know, uncopyrighted stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling a bit, but got a beautiful, beautiful fall day. October, and won't be long before we're at Turkey Day and Thanksgiving. One thing I wanted to point out, I've got this modified smoker. It is the Old Country Pecos, and I have other videos on this, but just for you all that are new, I added the shutoff valve there, and I can fill the bottom of this with water. One thing great about these pits is the welds are awesome, and they do not leak. So the bottom of this thing is full of water, and I get nice moist smoke, just a little bit, and you can see the moisture on my hand. So I've got good, see that, see the water. My hands were dry before, and you can see kind of a glistening there of my hand. So it's a nice moist smoke, and I tell you what, it really makes a great product. So if you have one of these pits, please do yourself a favor and add this modification. I'll put a link in my doobly-doo on the video on how I did this. Extremely easy, and just a fantastic addition to this awesome smoker. Like I say, paid $200 for this thing and have modified it really inexpensively. I mean, I've probably got maybe $275 invested in it, and it just is outstanding smoker. Very versatile. Highly recommend it. All right, I'm going to add some logs to the fire so I can get this thing, keep it good and hot. Knocked down pretty good there. Got smaller chunks. Just want to make sure you have good air gaps in here so that you can get the thing good and hot. And as you can see, they're going to catch really quickly. Alright, it's actually, if you can hear it, it's just about boiled all the water out. So I'm going to fill it up with water again, and we're less than a half an hour in. So cooking this thing hot like that really pulls that water out quick. that's how you do it hot and fast. Maintain 345 degrees by adding water that way. If I would have opened up the cook chamber, I would have lost all that heat. So 347, just creep it back up. Open up the firebox so the fire kept good and hot. And if I put the water in the way I did, it maintained heat really, really well. All right, we're right at the hour mark, so we're going to open it up, check the bird. I'm going to temp the breast, see where we're at, and then potentially put our little foil hood on there to try to keep that breast from drying out. I'm going to go ahead and put this on there just because you can always take it off, right? Alright, we are 2 hours in, so we're going to check the temperature of the bird, check the breast, see if we get it right around 160. That's when we want to pull it. I'm also going to check the dark meat, make sure it's done. But around 160 is when we're going to pull it and let it rest for a good hour. It'll continue to cook and get up to that 165 that you need without drying it all out. So let's check it out. It's done. Might be a little over. I've done this before. I'm at 170. I'd say we're going to pull it. 166 right there. Just double checking. Yeah, that bird's done. It looks, as Sam the cooking guy would say, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I stuck the probe in a lot deeper that time, and I got 155, so that makes more sense. Or 155. So I'm gonna leave it in a little longer and see how that goes. So you gotta make sure you stick your temperature probes in real deep on turkey. I remember doing that my last cook, and I thought it was overdone, but actually when you stick the probe all the way in, it gives you a more accurate reading. So it's been 2 hours. I'm thinking about 2.5 hours is when this thing's gonna be done. we'll check back then. All right, just going to show you a temp in these. 266, so I probably should have pulled them a little bit sooner. 258, it's looking really good. 59, so I think we're going to pull it just at the right time here. I'm sorry, 160. 165 is done. Like I say, when we let this rest, it is going to continue to cook. So, beauty, just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I got to get some gloves to be able to pick this thing up. And we'll be. Oh yeah. How gorgeous that is. Oh, and if you could just smell this thing. Smells so good. Alright. Alright, so we are going to let the bird rest for about an hour before we cut it. That'll let the juices soak back into the meat. And like if we were to cut this right now, it would be fantastic for the first bites, but tomorrow, leftovers, which is my favorite, is leftovers. And actually, I'm not even going to eat this now. I'm going to wait until tonight and eat it. So right now it's like 2:25. So we cooked it for right at 2.5 hours, 12 minutes per pound. It was about a 12.5 pound bird, 12 to 13 minutes per pound. So that's 2.6 hours, something like that. I did the math on the calculator. I didn't do that in my head just now. But anyway, I digress. Look at this bird. It just is absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to cut into it and see how it turned out. Very excited about this. Wish we had smell-o-vision, because man, does it smell good. Alright, so we have let the turkey rest for half an hour, to an hour, to an hour and a half. Doesn't really matter, as long as you let it rest for at least 30 minutes so that those juices can get soaked back into from the outsides of the meat into the middle of the meat, and will keep your juice in your meat. Anyway, this is only the second turkey I've ever carved. I'm literally following along with Sam, the cooking guy, on how he's cutting it. So if you watch his video, I'll link his video on mine, and he does a much better job at it. Okay, first thing we're going to do is get this string off of here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is cut the leg and thigh off, and I decided to go first person to make it a little easier to see how this goes. Came right off. Look how juicy that is. Oh my goodness. That looks perfect. Alright, and we want to separate the drum from the thigh. That. Set these over here. That skin's perfect. Alright, we'll do the same thing on this side. The more you do this, the easier it gets. Snaps out of there. Man, I mean, it is just perfect. Perfectly juicy. Really happy with that. See if we do a better job of separating these this time. Oh yeah, that went. That was perfect. Awesome. Dark meat. Alright, so now we're going to cut the breast off. So you want to try to find the center. And cut. Be careful. Not to cut yourself. There you go. Breast number one. Alright guys, here's what we got. So that's it, all cut up, and gonna try a piece. I know I had one on when, anyway. Gonna try a piece, and the breast here, this piece here. So, moist. Probably not, I don't know if I can get it much moisture than that. That's pretty good. It is very good, but one mistake. I shouldn't have used the sea salt. I should have gotten some kosher. It is very salty. I mean, the skin part is good. It's got a good crispness to it, but it is definitely salty. I didn't have that that saltiness when I did it with kosher salt. So the only thing I would change in this whole cook would be kosher salt, not sea salt, when you do your dry brine. So, my mistake. But hey, that's smoking, that's grilling, that's cooking. It's not unedible, but it's just a little bit salty. I have a feeling my wife's not gonna like it as much as the one we did previous. The dark meat is outstanding. I mean, really, really good. I was never really a dark meat fan until I started smoking turkey, and it just really changes the game as far as that dark meat. It almost tastes like ham. I mean, it's totally different. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, Eric's BBQ and more, and check out Sam, the guy that cooks. Check out SDS BBQ, and those are some friends of mine. And have a great October, good November, and good luck with your turkey for Thanksgiving. And we'll see you on the next one.